Oops. Hey, good morning. Hang on, I'm just getting myself, well, I'm trying to get set up. I'm late to my own party. Um, okay, well, let's get this figured out. Hi, Emma. Ciao, Muriel and Paulina and Katya. Good morning. Okay, I'm gonna just see if I can get this. Um, Good. The house is a mess. Today is cleaning day. Um, but it hasn't happened yet. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So, how's everybody? Hey, Rory. Cool. So, you guys, we start tomorrow with Radical Acts of My Tree. I'm super excited. Ciao, Lou. Good morning. So, this is a good one. I woke up with energy. Hooray. I hope you did too, but if you didn't, maybe you will get some uh, through our practice. And yeah, so let's get going. I think we're all set. Hey, Yuko. Good morning. So let's just start with a simple seat for a moment. There we go. And whether you began your day with energy or not, just go ahead and check in. And maybe let your hands come onto your body in some way that feels good to you. And just sort of seeing where some awareness needs to go. Soften your breath, soften your awareness. Allow space for the sounds around you. And bring your attention to the sound of your own breath. And just begin to deepen that breath. Gradually lengthen the inhale and the exhale. Until you find a steady rhythm, a samavriti, equal inhale and exhale. And bringing your palms together. You can stay with that even breath and welcome yourself to your practice, to your morning. Feel the rising energy within you. Notice just for a moment, where's the source? Where is your on button? Most of us have, whether it's a part in our body or sort of like a switch in our minds that we can access, not for superficial energy, but really for that deep well. And it's that we replenish through these practices, that deep well, abundant energy. Has nothing to do with coffee and everything to do with a real connection to the life force. So let's start with a little simple pranayama to connect with the life force. So go ahead, let your hands come down by your sides, and you can open your eyes for a sec. This is something maybe I haven't shared with you. Some of you will know it. It's a really nice way to get digestion going and also to clear. So if you're menstruating, if you're pregnant, avoid, stay with Ujjayi. Otherwise, we put a little Uyan Banda. So hands on the ground. You're going to press down into the earth. Now, we've done this a few times, actually a bunch of times, coming in and out through bridge pose. So it's very similar. You're going to inhale Exhale your breath out completely. It helps to release out the mouth just to get it going. And then you'll hold the breath out. As you're holding your breath out, your belly's going to scoop. You've seen pictures of this, yeah, and I know most of you here watching right now will know this, but just in case you have someone unfamiliar, you're going to hold the breath out, scoop your belly, and feel the ribs on the front and back widen. You'll feel a little bit of a lock or a little bit of a suction in your throat. That's normal. Okay, you can hold a bit of the mula bandha, the root, and that will help. Okay, so we'll try it a few times. So we'll inhale. Exhale. Round your back, hold the breath out completely. Release your belly to inhale. Good. So you can try this on your own a few times. And just you want to get this sense of holding the breath out and being full up in the chest. So there's kind of this expansion that comes up in the ribs, up in the chest. Okay, I'm going to do it a couple times. Give it a try on your own. So when you're doing it, if you bring your hand up into the space, right at the solar plexus, you'll feel the hollowing. Yeah, and you'll be able to feel underneath your ribs. And sometimes it feels kind of good to like get up and dig underneath your ribs a little bit. Okay, so last one. And after that last release, again, just close your eyes. Bring your attention back in. Notice how that feels to you. And when you're ready, we'll take just 2 short rounds of Kapalabhati, of the skull shining breath. Again, a nice way to clear and get some energy going. So if you've never done it before, actually, I know you all have done it because we do it before, but one more time just to explain. It's a more forceful or an effortful exhale. Let the inhale come in through the nose, always through the nose. Okay, begin when you're ready. Hold the breath out on the last exhale. Inhale. Exhale completely, and feel free to hold the breath at the end of that exhale. Release the belly, inhale, and pause. Natural breath. Notice the effect. So it's a very similar feeling internally, that breath hold at the end, to the Uddiyana Bandha. Similar but not the same. So there's the support from the base, yeah, the Mula Bandha. There's the release or the spaciousness in the belly and in the ribs. And you can do a little throat lock. But it's not, in Uddiyana Bandha, the one we were doing, is quite an extreme lift. This is a little bit less. Okay, try it one more time. exhale the breath out completely. Little breath hold. Release the belly to inhale. Exhale completely. Hold the breath out if you like, or just continue deep breathing. Every time you finish a practice like that, just practice coming back in, checking in. The more we practice this, just checking in, these little, how am I doing? What's the effect? The more we start to really build that sense of Maitri, that sense of friendliness with ourselves. Just like you check in with others, hey, did you understand? How are you feeling about that? You can do the same thing for yourself. Okay, let's come into all fours. So move your cushions. Cushion. Palms on the earth. Yeah. Toes tucked. Cat-cow with your breath. Last one, rounding big time. Pause here and inhale. Feel it, ribs widen somehow with your breath. And then release back to a neutral spine. Ground through your fingertips and just lift your knees a little bit off the ground. And feel here the forearms hug in towards one another. You can soften your heart a bit and squeeze the legs in towards one another. Feel that lift right through your navel, right through the root. Take your right leg, reach it straight back behind you. Good. Really extend out long through the sole of your foot and then release. Switch sides. Left leg reaches out. Reach to the crown of your head and bring it down. Knees down. Keep your toes tucked and to sit back onto your heels. You can roll through the shoulders a few times. And then float your arms up. Interlace through the fingers and extend your palms straight up. Pull your ribs back. Sit onto your heels. Soften through the jaw, through the forehead. Lengthen up from your hips all the way up to your hands. Keep the shoulders on your back. And exhaling, bring your hands down just in the same shape. So fingers stay interlaced. And then just a few big juicy circles for your hips, one way, and then the other way. Coming back into the center, release your hands, walk them out in front, and walk your knees back and take Anahata Asana. So here your arms are stretched, elbows are lifted. You could take your hands a little bit wide to make space and come down, forehead to the earth. Lengthen your tailbone back. Feel a scoop in the belly. Squeeze a bit the legs and the arms towards one another. And inhale and come all the way up. Hands right underneath your shoulders. If you're getting warm, you can take off a layer. Go ahead, one more time. Coming back into this little place where your knees are just hovering off the earth, feeling the support from the center. Take your left leg back, reach it straight back behind you. Knees lifted off the ground if possible. And then exhale, pull it in. So try to keep your right leg steady and just move your left leg a few times. Nice. I've never done this, but I just feel like I want to try my arm. No, that's really hard. Not happening. Maybe Paulina, you can work on that and do it in your next power workout. Okay, right leg back. Good, knee coming in, which by the way, I'm so excited to do again. I'm done with my cleansing. So I've got also that too, probably is why I have a lot of energy. Haven't been exercising much. And now can come back. Good. Knees down one more time. Come to sit back. Whew. Good. Roll the shoulders. I'm going to face you this time. And then interlace your fingers. Extend your palms up. Other index finger in front. Good. So from here, just start by reaching and lifting and feel your shoulders kind of lift up and then drop down. And feel how you can bring your weight into your sits bones. And then as you pull the ribs back, pull your upper arms back. Breathe into the back line of your body. And release your arms out to the sides. Pull your fingers back towards your face and then press out through your hands. Nice. Bring your hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Good. And then one more time, we're going to come forward. As you fold forward, bring your forehead to the ground. And then inhale, just roll to the top of your head. Exhale to come down. Don't put too much weight on your head. It can be like a little massage for your brain, for the top of your head. One more time, just pause here. Really reach the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the support through your belly. And release your hands down. Come all the way up. Take the arms out in front, downward facing dog. Pedal out through the backs of the legs. Just take a minute to open up here, your dog. Maybe twisting feels good. Walk your feet back a little bit. Lift up through the heels. And then bend your knees generously. You can come back and forth for a moment. Keep your heels lifted. Bring your weight to your fingertips and press long through the sides of the body. Lengthen the spine. And then release your heels down towards the earth. Feel the shoulder blades on the back widen the collarbones. Look forward. Step your right foot between your hands. Keep your back leg lifted. Fingertips on the ground or on blocks if you need that support. Just a little bit of a pulse here. Settling into your first asymmetrical movement. Good. Stay up on your fingertips if you like. Come back to dog. And then step your left foot forward. Just little pulsations, just easing the body in. And this time, step your back foot forward. Come to your forward fold. Release your arms, grab hold of your elbows. Shaking the head, just feeling all these little ways you can support letting go of any residue from yesterday. Knees can be bent. Bring your hands to your hips. Pull the elbows towards each other and feel how that activates your chest to lengthen. As your legs press down into the ground, lift up through the chest and come all the way up to stand. Float your arms up. Oh, I lost you on the YouTube, that's okay. And as you exhale, just fold right back down. Inhale, Lift up halfway, bring your hands to your shins. Just pause here in your Ardha Uttanasana. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. And get some nice length through the spine. Feeling that support through the belly. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, exhale over towards your right leg and bring your left hand to the outside of your shin. Bring your right hand to your crease and just take a little twist, lengthening. You're using your thumb to kind of draw this right hip back. Come down, switch sides. One more time, come to your right side. Lengthen, and then maybe if it feels good too, I like to feel like my hips are kind of wrapping towards each other here, and then just let your arm float up. Oof. Take the hands apart, take the arms apart, keep the legs squeezing in. Notice where your weight goes. Maybe come a little bit more forward instead of hanging out in the heels like I was doing. Good, and then release other side. Notice how your feet can help bring you into your twist. Press down through the big toe mounds and then rotate, drawing from your pinky all the way to the outer edge of your heel. Let that root you into the twist. And then release it. Bring your hands down, step your feet back into your dog. Come into a plank pose. Knees to the earth, lower all the way down. Cobra. And come back into dog. And take your left leg up, point the toes to the ground. Reach back long. Right heel moves to the earth. And switch your legs. Keep support through the belly. And just, oh, there we go. Find the extension. And release. One more time, shift forward, plank pose. Bring your knees down. Turn your left toes out to the side. Left hand lines up with your knee and then float that right arm up. Reach your arm alongside your ear. Make a big rainbow with the body. Press a bit your hand towards the ground. And then you can just turn your chest up towards the sky. Hips squeezing towards one another. Maybe a little back bend here. And then lift that right leg. Exhale, touch your elbow and knee. And inhale, reach it long. To protect your wrist, your balancing wrist, grip the mat a bit with your fingertips. And then last time, just bring it in here. Maybe catch the top of your foot and reach it long and just extend, getting a nice release through the thigh. And again here, see if you can pull the low ribs in and breathe a bit more into your back body. So not so much a back bend here. Good. And then just release it, bring your hand down, come back to your dog. Flow through. Watch out for your furniture. Downward facing dog. And coming through plank. Knees down, right toes turn out. Get the backside view. Make a nice expansion through the arms. Your wrist can be just underneath your shoulder, a little bit in front. And then feel your head is an extension of your spine. So pull a little bit your head back in space.
You could reach the arm alongside the ear. Reach through the outer edge of your extended foot. Turning the chest and the gaze towards the ceiling. And then lift that leg. Exhale to bring it in. Inhale to reach long. Just 3 or 4 times. Pause, grab hold of the top of your foot, and then lengthen it out. For me, I'm taking this more as a stretch for my thigh than a back bend. And so to help facilitate that length in the tailbone, draw the heel towards your seat. And then release. Dog, flow through on your own breath. Look forward. You can come up onto your fingertips if that helps give you a little more height to jump your feet or walk your feet forward. Let me go under my fingertips. Land with your feet a little bit apart here. And this time you can bring your hands to the backs of your calves. And just squeeze the legs against the arms. Release through the top of the head. Feel your low belly scooping. And as you inhale, let the chest lead, coming all the way up to stand. Float your arms up, and then come and sit right down into chair pose. Reach your seat back, and then elevate up through the chest. Good. Weight might come a little bit more into your heels. Reach your arms out in front of you, and then just lower yourself all the way down. Come into a squat here. You might need something underneath your heels. Yeah? Armpits can be on your knees. Fingers are pointing straight out in front of you. Take a couple of breaths here. Sometimes I like to bounce here. Just kind of get things moving a little bit. Release the head. Good. Let's see if you can come up. I got a little stuck there. Good. Come up. Come all the way back up into a chair pose. Lift your heels. Good. And then keeping your heels lifted, this time come down. Nice. Bring your hands to the inside. Let your knees widen. You can walk your feet together. Just fold in for a moment here. Release the top of the head. Look forward. Maybe crow pose. Knees come to the backs of the arms, shift forward. If crow pose isn't your thing, might be a little early for that, you can take a baby crow, which is so fun. It's forearms on the ground, although you need to have a little more flexibility in the morning to do this. Forearms on the ground, knees come to the outside of your arms, nose just hovering above the ground, lifting up. So, crow, baby crow. And then if you really have some energy or you want some, you can jump back or sort of awkwardly step back into your dog. Take your left leg up behind you and then step it through. Nice. Keep your back leg lifted. Go ahead and just float up into a lunge here. Shoulders come out over hips. Full buoyancy in the back of your body. Really press down through that front heel and foot. Float your arms up when you're ready. Release your face, your jaw. And then bring your hands to your heart. Take a twist over to the left. Palms together. Move your chest away from your hands. Maybe turn and look up. Maybe the arms expand. Look down to the ground. Release your hands to the earth. Step back. Down dog split. This time, reach your right heel down. Open the left knee. Pressing your foot across to the right. Squaring the shoulders. Release your foot to the ground. Shift forward, plank. Flow through. Come back, dog. Right leg to the sky. And step it through. Float up. Find yourself in your lunge. So just checking in, as you're coming into a posture, into a place. The awareness just stays inside with that really easy question of really easy and not always easy to answer. How am I? What do I need right now to really be centered, balanced? Bring your hands to your heart. Find length through the spine and then twist it. Elbow or shoulder coming towards your knee. And then feel like you can really reach this right hip back and draw the flesh up underneath you. So sits bones descending. Maybe spreading wide here. Find the place for your gaze to rest that lets your jaw be easy. Press down strongly through your front shin. And reach out through the back foot. Good. Release it. Come back. Down dog split. Ooh. Left heel towards the earth. Armpits turning towards one another. Right knee bent, foot reaching over. Release your foot down. One more sweet flow through. And come on back. Good. So let's give it a go on the inversions this morning. Let me get a sip of water first. You can take any inversion you want. Well, sure, any inversion you want. Maybe what you'd be prepped for is a headstand or a handstand. I don't really have a good spot to do a handstand right now, so I'm gonna do a headstand. You could also take Viparita Karani with a block or a blanket underneath your sacrum. Yeah, and I know you guys know how to do that. So choose your inversion.
always so much organizing of hair. Do you have that problem? Okay. Wherever you are, let's feel the outer hip squeezing towards the center and lifting up. Steady your breath, Samavriti. Come down with as much grace as you can muster. Come out for child's pose. If you're in a headstand or handstand. Come back up. Take your legs wide. Take your legs wide. Good. And a little bend through the knees. Hands can come to the crease. Let yourself fold forward. Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide leg forward fold. Can feel really nice to bring your hands back and over. If your head is touching the ground, just bring your feet a little bit closer so you have some space here. Let your hands release down. Rise up. Okay, if you feel like, oh yeah, I still need a little like zing for my day. Shakti kicks, yeah? And if you got enough zing and you just wanna hang, you can just hang here. Otherwise, palms on the earth. Watch out for the furniture. And kick your own butt a few times. See if we can hover for a sec. Or not. Good. Go ahead and come all the way up. No hovering today for me. Turn the toes in, or the toes out rather, and the heels in. And just a little bit of Durgasana. Durgasana. This one has taken me a while to fall in love with. But some relationships are like that, yeah? Good. So from here, just go ahead and find support from your base. And then if you'd like, this is the part that I didn't really get for a while, and now I'm starting to get it. That you can take a little bit of a twist. Yeah, let your shoulder roll forward. It's kind of like that, I find with everything, but it's what keeps me interested for sure in this practice is the poses that are kind of perplexing, and a lot of times I'll see others really enjoying their experience and be like, what is that about? Why? Yeah, and then I just sort of play with it on my own and see for me, where's that sweet spot? Yeah. Good. Lift your heels. Lift your chest, shoulders, right over your hips. Maybe sit a little bit lower. This is a really great place to connect with the Mula Bandha with that lift. You can float your arms. You can do the full Durgasana. Stretch up through the legs, stretch up through the arms. Whew. Release it. Come back into the center. Still here. Shake it out. Good. Oh, all right, let's just do one balance. I feel like I want to balance a little bit. Cross your right foot over your left knee. I've really been enjoying these figure fours lately. Super nice, Lou, if you're still here. Maybe great for to help with some of the biking you've been doing. Amazing long rides. Bring your forearms onto your shin here. Some of you will be able to fold forward and bring the back of your arms. If you're here and you're pretty warmed up, yeah, and you want to give it a go, I'm going to give it a go. Bring the foot, hook it around the outside of your left arm, palms on the earth. A lot of this is just finding the balance. Oh, I know that didn't look like much, but that was actually the most I've been able to get that back leg out. Yes. Work in progress. Maybe by the time I'm 50, I'll have that one. Good. Other side. My husband has this saying that, again, it's taken me a long time. It took me a long time to love it, to get it. It perplexed me so much and pissed me off. And he would say, well, most of them we used to surf a lot more. And he would say, you have to leave wanting more. You gotta leave wanting more. And I think it's like that with our practice, yeah? You can't get everything. First time, second time, 1,000th time. Every time there's something else to discover. So trying the arm balance if you like. Every time. Every time it's something different. So that's fun to play with. Good. Go ahead and come just to sit back. Let's bring our knees together and our feet a little bit apart. And have a block or a blanket, something to sit on in a Virasana. Good. And just find yourself still for a moment and just doing that little check-in. We have visitors. That's the noises you might hear. You might hear noises in your own space. So see if you can turn your attention outwards, from outwards to inside. Making space for whatever or whoever is coming up. Staying either here in Virasana and taking the right leg out, or if that's too much for you, and
I know for me the block was a bit high. So I'm gonna get, oh, this is a great book. I'm gonna read this to you before we go. I'm gonna sit on it now. It's called Braiding Sweetgrass. Have you read it? Seriously, read it. So you can sit here in a half virasana, or you could take this left foot around and come to Janu Shirsasana. Okay, so either one. Sitting up nice and tall, just take the arms up alongside the ears, find the length, and then fold. I'm going to bring my right hand to the outside, and that will give me a little bit of support, just a very, not really twisting so much, it's just, well, it's a little slight twist over towards that extended leg. You can support your head if you like. And so just always, finding your way into the posture. Every day, every time you come into your practice, it's a discovery. So instead of it being like, it is a routine, right? It's a routine, it's a repetition. But what if we can do this repetition with an attitude of discovery, of curiosity? Switch sides when you're ready. I think that really changes the flavor and the experience. Not just of your practice, but like of everything, right? Like after this, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, which is, to be perfectly honest, used to be one of my favorite things. And now it's definitely on the shit list. It's a bit anxiety provoking. So I can go with that attitude. Or I can go with an attitude of discovery. And my practice can be as simple as that. It's just like, it doesn't have to be, it can be some big life intention, right? And it can also be like, how am I going to get myself to the grocery store today and through that experience in a way that really honors the best in me? So the energy that I bring into that space is one that is uplifting. It's not contributing to the whatever negativity might be there. And anyway, it's a matter of perspective, isn't it? So go ahead, come on up. Take both legs out in front. Let's give your legs a little shake. So whatever you have going on today, whatever it is, just take a simple twist. You can bring your right knee in front. Let's see, let's make this more clear. So right foot comes to the outside edge of your left knee. And just sit up, twisting towards your bent knee. Come back around, switch sides. So it can be, your practice certainly is connected to your purpose. And also,
We got shit to do. Yeah, we have mouths to feed, businesses to run, grocery store runs to do, like all the ordinary stuff. So let whatever you're doing here, let it be a support to that. Pull your knees in. Happy baby. Good. Feet to the earth. Just take an easy bridge pose. Pulling it all in. Feel the legs squeeze towards one another. Shin bones press down. Lift up through your hips. Hands can interlace or fingers can hook. Thumbs up rather. If you want to bring a little more power into it, walk your feet a tiny bit closer. Pull your right knee in and then just extend straight up. Keep pressing down through your left, your balancing foot. Switch sides. Good. Just release. Okay. If you'd like to join me for one last little back bend, you can take a block or a rolled up blanket, bring it right underneath your upper back here. Slide it down a little bit. And then let the top of your head come to the ground. Your knees can stay bent or you can extend your legs out. Watch out for the furniture. Good. And then here, reach your arms up. Just feel as you take your hands up to the sky that you can drop your shoulders away from your ears. So the arm bones become really inserted in to the shoulder socket. And then cross your left elbow in front of your right. Take eagle arms. Grab hold of your wrist. So with your right hand, grab hold of your left wrist. Flip the palm away from your face towards the ground. Turn your fingers to face towards your head and palm to the earth. If you are gifted with long arms, this will be probably a little bit easier. Otherwise, you can be up on your fingertips, or you can abandon the whole project and just reach. Keep your hands reaching up towards the sky. Keep a sense of connection through the outer line of your body. Relax your jaw, your tongue. Unbind your arms, take them up again, soften the shoulders, switch sides. So this time right arm comes on top of left. Grab hold of the right wrist. Just feel the breath underneath the rib cage. Slowly release your arms. Bring your hands to the back of your head. Engage with your core muscles and then just lift your head up. Look towards your navel. Then once you have your head supported,
You can bring your hands down and come all the way up. Slide your block away. Just pause for a sec on your back. Feel free to just stay here. Yeah, just to close your eyes and settle into Shavasana. Or if you rather finish sitting, you can come up to sit.
Promise you were reading. A little oil if you need. Here's what I had. Yeah, this is a good one. This is from Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Definitely, I don't know if it's on the top 10, but it's whatever. It's an amazing book. Read it. Oh, okay. She's talking about in this chapter. It's called The Three Sisters, and I believe she's talking about she's always talking about so many things. Yeah, so many levels. But here she's talking about basically planting different crops together and why you do that. The beauty of the partnership is that each plant does what it does in order to increase its own growth. But as it happens, when the individuals flourish, so does the whole. The way of the three sisters reminds me of one of the basic teachings of our people. The most important thing each of us can know is our unique gift and how to use it in the world. Individuality is cherished and nurtured because in order for the whole to flourish, each of us has to be strong in who we are and carry our gifts with conviction so they can be shared with others. Being among the sisters provides a visible manifestation of what a community can become when its members understand and share their gifts. In reciprocity, we fill our spirits as well as our bellies. That's a good one. That's a good one for us. Check in. Notice how in nourishing yourself today, how you'll be able to bring that fullness, the replenished well of your energy. How you'll be able to source from that for whatever lies ahead. The ordinary work of grocery shopping or tending to your business, raising your kids, just being. And for those of you that are joining me tomorrow as we begin our 40 days of loving kindness with radical acts of Maitri, just notice, really tune in with how you feel right now. This will be a wonderful, let's say, marker to, or a touchstone to come back to throughout these next 40 days. And if you aren't joining yet and you still want to, there are 4 spots left. And take a nice breath in and a breath out. Let's just close with a simple mantra, the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Wish you all wish you a day. I wish you a day. I wish you a full day. And for those of you that hung around, thanks for hanging. I'll see you next Tuesday. You're welcome, Ute. I'll see you on Tuesday. Remember, Rise and Shine Now is just on Tuesdays. That'll be 45, maybe an hour. I hope that's good for you. Okay, take care. Bye, Rory. You too. Have a great day. I'll see you. Well, I'll check in with you tomorrow. Thank you, Katya. Big hugs.